Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. In today's video, I'll be comparing how two different formats, video and PowerPoint presentation, explain the concept of survey research as a methodology in academic studies. I'm going to look at how each format presents the information, how engaging they are, and which one helps me understand the topic better. So first one, let's start with engagement. The video really keeps me hooked. In the transcript, the instructor is speaking directly to the camera, and it feels like a real conversation. He even invites us to check out website and encourage us to pause the video to explore certain topics, making it interactive. The fact that the professor is there in front of us talking to class gives it a more personal touch, and I feel like I'm part of the learning experience. It's not just about watching a lecture, it's like he's having a discussion with us. Now when we look at the PowerPoint, it's a bit different. The PowerPoint gives us all the key points, but it's more formal and less interactive. It lists concepts like types of data and the importance of writing clear survey questions, but it doesn't feel as engaging. It's easy to just read through the slides without getting much of an explanation or example beyond what's written. In terms of depth, the video gives me more context. For example, when the instructor talks about surveys, he doesn't just explain what they are, he talks about how they use in real life research, like at Pew Research Institute, and gives example of how surveys can measure things like public opinion, political views, or student retention in education. The professor also spends time explaining the difference between one open-ended and closed-ended questions, why specific group sampling is so important, and how to calculate a representative sample size. All of this makes the material feel much more practical and relevant. The PowerPoint, however, doesn't go into as much detail. It gives us a good outline of what survey research is, including the need of representative examples, the types of questions we can ask, and some survey design, but it lacks the real-world examples that the video offers, which makes it a bit harder to connect with the material. While the slides break down the research steps and offer definition, they don't have the depth or context that makes the video feel more comprehensive. So next one, in the video, we get to see the professor explain things face to face, and there's a flow to the lecture that's more natural. The professor uses examples, shares stories, and even refers to certain online resources, so I feel like I'm being guided through the material. There's a level of practical advice, like using SPSS for data input and comparing how different sample sizes affect results. The PowerPoint, on the other hand, relies entirely on the text and diagrams. While it's easy to follow the slides, they can feel a bit dry. For instance, when explaining sampling methods or survey question types, the PPT simply presents the concepts with bullet points. There's no immediate context or examples to make those points more relatable. I find myself having to pause and think about what's being presented, which sometimes slows down my understanding. In terms of retention, I think the video format works better for me. Hearing the professor's voice, seeing their expression, and even watching them interact with the class makes it easier to stay focused. The video format also allows for breaks and pause, so I can rewind or take a moment to absorb the information. The PowerPoint requires more effort on my part. It's easy to get lost in the slides, and unless I actively make notes or try to remember key points, I sometimes miss the deeper understanding. While the PowerPoint is a great tool for summarizing and reviewing information, it lacks that personal touch that the video offers. So, which one is better for understanding survey research? For me, the video format is more effective. It provides more context, engages me directly, and makes the topic feel more interactive. The PowerPoint is useful for quickly grasping the key points, but I find that without the professor's live guidance and example, it's hard to see the full picture. Both formats have their strength, but if I had to choose, I'll say I learn better with the video. Thank you. I think that's all for the comparison between the video and PPT. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.